So real quick this morning, I want to go over an update. We made some pretty significant changes to the dual bands, adding a whole bunch of additional options for smoothing and related. And I have a wide range of videos on those changes, what all the new adjustability is that's been offered to those using the dual bands on the Quantower platform. And we're hard at it now getting it ready for the TickBlaze platform and actually Thinkorswim. So anyhow, I wanted to just kind of go over Take Profit Trader, one of the prop firms that I like the best. I sure wish they would offer more than just 550K accounts, but I'll take what I can get. So I have an account here that I passed just recently to use with Quantower, basically, because you can link a rhythmic based account at Take Profit Trader to Quantower. So if you just go do a simple Google search and type in Take Profit Trader and then a space and then the word Quantower, right away it pops up the link from their knowledge base and a little video on how to connect Quantower to your Take Profit Trader. Now you would need the trade platform already. You'd need it from either daytraders.com on one of their offers or directly from Quantar itself, or if you're an AMP brokerage user, you can get the full feature platform for free. Actually, on the Quantower website, there's a tab called Connections, and the navigation tab shows you all the brokers that you can connect to and which one or which list of brokers will actually give you the platform for free. So let's go ahead and look at an account that's now a pro account. So I passed this account in 5 days and then it went to pro, and I'll show you the first few days of trading, and I'm going to go through the withdrawal process so you basically can see how it's done. Now, Take Profit Trader kind of advertises that, you could withdraw that same day that you start a pro account. Technically, that's correct. It's not actually all that fast. It's not like you're going to finish trading at 1 in the afternoon and have the money in your account, a couple hours later. That's not how it works. So I want to clarify, it's fast. It's just I want to clarify exactly how it does work. So their back office portal is always good. It shows you, what's the total amount of profit you have in the account with the current balance. Anything over 4,500 plus the 150. So 154, 500. So the first 4,500 you earn is your pad, like your risk management pad that sits in the account. Up to any point you close it, cash it out. So I'm sitting here as of end of day Friday with a $5,504 balance. So I have $1,004 available for withdrawal over and above the $4,500 that sits in that. Now this is a pro account. I have not yet converted this to a Pro Plus account. On a Pro account, it's 80-20 split. On a Pro Plus account, it's a 90-10 split. So, and if you go to the main Take Profit Trader website and go to their knowledge base, they have tabs on, what's all the stipulations of a Pro account and rules. What are all the stipulations and rules for a Pro Plus? That's the best place to find that information. And you do have to remember, Take Profit Trader no longer has like that lower intraday drawdown, uh, like a daily loss limit. You'll always have your max loss limit on 150K account. It's $4,500. So at any point you go down $4,500 from your high water benchmark, you're going to lose the account. So I would never suggest trading full NQ contracts. I just trade MNQs. And, in the beginning, when I'm building up the pad, if I can get, around 700-ish a day, I call it good. And I'll show you. Sometimes I press it a little bit in the beginning to get the pad, the first portion of the risk management pad, especially if I like the trade day, I like the price level, if the market's at key levels, I like to hit and so on. So anyhow, once you hit the withdrawal button, now I've already done that. So on Friday, I ended the day with 1,004 available. Now I didn't know that till about 9 p.m. So somewhere usually around 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Chicago time, when they get back all their trade clearing data from the Rhythmic or CQG side, depending what feed you use. CQG for Tradeovate, I think CQG also for NT8. They only offer at this time Rhythmic for Quantower, but it's been reliable. And I'm hoping they offer CQG for Quantower too. My understanding is that is something that will be available at some point this spring. Hopefully, maybe within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Because ultimately, I want 5 TPT accounts, 150K accounts on CQG data connected to Rhythmic or connected to Quantower. So right away Friday evening, when they cleared the trade activity and they updated this information and they said, okay, now you have 1,004 to withdraw, I hit the withdrawal button and it's basically a message that just says, okay, you've done the withdrawal, it's pending approval. So now that's Friday. Now we're Monday morning. I'm anticipating at some point this morning, I'll have an email from them that says, hey, that withdrawal request, that money has now been moved into your wallet. And you can't have any money go into like PayPal or I think what do they use? Rise or a direct linkage through the Plaid, PLAID group. Plaid is known for linking people's bank accounts for online payments and other things. Very well-known, reputable company. So I have a Plaid linked bank account. So when I get that money in my wallet, which I'm about to show you, I can immediately shoot it into my bank account, and that goes fast. So if you do a withdrawal on a Friday, you're not getting money on Friday or Saturday. It's going to be Monday at the earliest. And if they're really, really busy and they're growing like gangbusters, might not see the money till, middle of the night, Monday into Tuesday morning, 6, 7 in the morning on a Tuesday. Okay, so let's go through the next part of the process once you do a withdrawal. So now in the wallet section of your back office portal, they have a withdrawal requests area. And I just withdrew $1,008 on the 13th of March. It's now the 17th. So that was the first time I actually was like $1,258 over the pad, the threshold. So since on an 80-20 split, that left me with, or wait, I had $8 left over from prior in the wallet. So I was up like $1,250, or I withdrew $1,250. They keep 20%. That left me with 1,000 plus the 8 that was sitting in there from a prior withdrawal. Right, just I don't know why there was $8 left in there. So I pulled it out. So it basically back. So when that money came out, I was back to 154,500. Well, now I made another 1,000 and change. So now I've requested another $1,000, and I think there'll be like $4 left over. So when that $1,000 gets pulled out, I'll be at instead of 155,504, I'll be at 154,504. So I'll be $4 above my risk management pad. Now I can keep trading during the day. Now this isn't the account tied to this one, but I can still keep trading during the day. It doesn't affect your withdrawals. You just want to make sure you don't do anything naughty and screw your account up, because then they'll cancel your withdrawal if you dip in to the portion of funds or you blow out your account or something. So once you get that live account, hang on to it. So what I'm waiting on now is I'll get an email that says, okay, your withdrawal request has been approved and the money is now in your wallet. So what will happen, and I'll keep refreshing this, I'll see 1,000 right there. when I hit the withdrawal button, it basically asks me, where do you want the money to go? Do you want it to go to a PayPal account, to a Rise, RISE, I think is how it's spelled. It's kind of like one of those new fangled, cards, debit cards or something through an online bank. Or do you want it to go right to your linked bank account? Now, if you don't have a linked bank account, you normally set one up when you do your KYC info, know your client, when you establish that, when you set up your prop account. And so I have a linked bank account. When you press this button, you can go in and add a new linked bank account. So you don't have to always send it to the same one. You could send it to a different one and so on. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm anticipating at some point this morning that extra 1,000 that's in there. What will happen is I'll get 800 of it because I had 1,000. They keep 20%. I get 80. So it'll say 800 here. I'll hit withdrawal. And usually once I hit this withdrawal and go in and say, shoot it to my linked bank account, that money is in there like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. So on a typical, let's say it's a Monday, during the early and mid part of the week, it's a Monday and you have 1,000 in there, you're going to withdraw. Or let's say you earn $1,253. So you decided to withdraw $1,250. That will allow you to get 1,000 to your wallet because you're on an 80-20 split. So that's Monday. Monday night, you'll see that money. You do the withdrawal request. Usually the early part of the day on Tuesday, they'll move the money into your wallet and then you can zip it over, hit the withdrawal button, which is the final part of the process where you're actually shooting the money to some account in your name. So the reality is what you make on a Monday, you should be able to get it on a Tuesday. What you make on a Tuesday, you should be able to get on a Wednesday and Thursday and so on. What you make on a Friday, you're not going to get that money till Monday the following week, maybe even Tuesday early if they're backed up, because they don't work and process these over the weekend. And hey, that makes sense. They're already letting you take out money. So what I typically do on my regular set of 5, this is a new one, so I got to build up some more under this sign up. My 5 main ones, I usually never do withdrawals until Thursday. So Thursday night, all the money I made during the week on all the accounts, I do withdrawal request. They throw the money in the wallet by Friday, early part of the day, mid part of the day. Once I see it all in the wallet, then I go and shoot it to my bank account. So that's my typical pattern. I might move it to Wednesdays just so I make sure I get the money before the weekend, if you know what I mean. So I'm not like sitting there waiting over the weekend if it was late. Because I will say TPT, some of their processes are slowing down a bit. Not terribly, but it's just because there's a lot of people leaving Apex or leaving Top Step Trader because Top Step Trader's dinking around with their rules. Apex is now in their 3rd set of rules. Some of these people are just hearing that, hey, TPT, you can, pull that money out fast, and they're just, and I think, what's his name, James Sixsmith, they're down in Windermere, Florida, or I think down near the Florida area. Just did the interview on the Patrick Wayland show. Patrick, you can take it or leave it. I do think it's good that he interviews people like Prop Firm. I thought that was a really good interview. It's up on YouTube. So anyhow, they're a pretty solid firm. So that's the process with Take Profit Trader. And Take Profit Trader, some of their main rules is you can't trade through CPI. You can't trade like this Wednesday when we have Fed news in the afternoon. Can't trade through that. You got to be flat a minute before the news and not be in any positions for a minute after. So there's a 2-minute window you cannot be in trades or you're going to jeopardize your account. So, and also, yeah, non-farm payrolls. That's the 3rd news release. So anyhow, there's the process with Take Profit Trader. If you have any questions at any time, info@gridalgo.com.